to introduce and call up Laiseni Fenan Charisma Liaba to the stage.
Tapos mo yung few ay tumakma. Ikaw ang berotong katapos kira-kira tipu awal aku. Kau ni bemu ke kamar-marat ye tahu apa kita apa ye pro chancellor professor Stephen Waduma kaya mau ke kamarin pakat pemfadongi yang luar. I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests, our graduates, families and friends of our Pasifika community. Please allow me to fulfill the task that has been given to me to share a part of my academic journey. I began my doctoral training in July 2018 at my lowest point. I was suffered from burnout and depression. This happened after more than a decade of doing full-time and part-time studies through various academic programs, employments, church ministries, and others, without taking proper self-care and time off. As I said in my plea for the Pasifika Graduation booklet, this is the first time I open about it. And I would like to apologize to my wife and children and my PhD supervisor for not sharing that with you for the past 6 years. There was so much on the line. To reveal my depression would only add to the existing immigration challenges and other challenges my family was facing. That would only justify the termination of my scholarship and the premature end of my study. You see, my Pasifika families and friends, we are known for our strong sense of collective in the Pacific, and yet there are those within the same community who do not like to see us succeed in living out a life of big dreams and significance. This group of our Pasifika community, they wanted to see us suffer, to see us fail, and to return home only to be humiliated and tormented. And so there are times in life suffering in silence is the way to achieve our dream. I would like to highlight 2 takeaways from my journey. First, there is wisdom in suffering. Humanity has been trying their best in every way to avoid and eliminate suffering from our lives. But that is not how this multiverse that we are part of operates. Because everything is connected and every experience we have is part of the great puzzle of life. And suffering was meant for our human learning and growth. And so every suffering that shows up in our lives is not evil. Suffering allows us to dive deep in the very essence of our existence and to discover the inner abilities that we all have. Suffering, without it, we wouldn't be able to understand the separation and value of happiness. Suffering and happiness are 2 sides of the same coin. Suffering helps elevate us to higher wisdom. Second, being an insider and outsider of our Pasifika culture is important in seeing the bright side and the dark side. I understand that academia has been commodified in many ways, and that is good. But it is also good that we, as Pasifika academics and scholars, do not turn the blind eye to the dark sides of our Pasifika cultures just because of the benefits that we have from educating it and for promoting it. We have a greater calling by being true to ourselves and being true to others in our community, especially their well-being. With that, I would like to thank, firstly, the University of Canterbury Macmillan Brown Center for Pacific Studies, and MBC Collective for allowing me the opportunity to be part of the family, to nurture and irrigate my gifts, and to create my ripple effect in the world. Secondly, I want to thank and recognize my dear supervisor and friend, distinguished Professor Stephen Rua, for being a beacon of light that shines on in the darkness. That's what you asked me to. Thank you for being my guide and Sarah, for being an unending wellspring of intelligence, faith, and inspiration throughout. Congratulations, Steve. We did it. I have nothing to offer but gratitude and love and blessings to you and families always. Thirdly, to my sister, Dr. Michelle Saaf, and your better half, Dr. Madani Saaf from Dunedin. Thank you for representing our families and relatives. I really appreciate your presence here today and to receive your blessings and to celebrate this huge achievement for our family. To my wife Anna, my heart and stronghold, my children, Edrienia, Anne-Marie, and Stephanie, you are the pride and joy of my life. Thank you for being everything to me, for your love and support all the way. And finally, for a special group in our community, to the non-believers and lockdowners, the cheerleaders and the haters, the dream killers and slanderers, the blockers and mockers. May this achievement give you something to talk about today. And also some sleepless nights for the coming years. Thank you for being part of the strong motivator for our success. Malo,